Imagine a silent dinner table. Everyone's talking and sharing about their day, and you have no idea what's happening. You don't even know how to participate. You started getting bullied at school, yet your own family can't even speak your language. And that is the reality of most deaf children. 90% of deaf children are born to hearing parents. 30% of mothers are learning how to sign with their child, and only 10% of fathers, meaning that deaf child becomes a very high risk for abuse, neglect, and just being completely overlooked in their life. I'm the founder and executive director of Aid the Silent, and I'm deaf myself. I learned sign language later in my life, and it opened up a whole new world of communication and belonging. When kids are showing up and they're learning ASL, American Sign Language, in the school system, that their own families aren't able to communicate. It is lonely, it's isolating, and it's a huge problem not only in San Antonio, but surrounding areas, and we have to step in.
Hello, my name is Vanessa. I am so grateful for Aid the Silent for having me here. They have played a huge part in our story with our daughter Elizabeth. Elizabeth became completely deaf in her right ear by the time she was 8 months old. Before she was 3, she was completely deaf in both ears. She received bilateral cochlear implants, and we were thrown into a world we knew nothing about. We had 2 different friends who introduced us to Aid the Silent. One of them actually paid for us to go to the second 5K, and we showed up at the 5K not knowing anybody, not being very familiar with the deaf community at all. I was able to get a glimpse into what Elizabeth's life might look like as she grew up. They accepted our application and provided us with the best ASL teacher I could have imagined. But she did not just teach Elizabeth ASL. She taught my husband, she taught me, she taught our very small toddler that was growing up with Elizabeth. Our family learned ASL together, and that was such a huge blessing. My daughter is going to be a part of my life always, and I want her to be a part of her family. And so if she learns ASL and is only able to communicate with the deaf community, that isolates her from her family. When Elizabeth's CIs come off at nighttime and she comes into our bed scared, well, I can communicate with her still because she signs to me, or she'll talk to me and expect me to sign back to her. Because at the end of the day, a child, when they are deaf, they are deaf. It doesn't matter that they have devices that help them to hear, because things can happen to those devices. So them having a means of communication is so important.
We are able to provide speech therapy and American Sign Language, but we're limited. We don't have a classroom. We don't have the space. We need your support to develop the sign language and speech therapy language center, where children can learn their preferred language and just have connection, belonging, and protect them from unsuspected abuse. So it's so important that we're able to teach it on site at Aid the Silent, because we already have this beautiful building, but we need the support to renovate it to make it look just pristine, so we can teach and bring in ASL teachers and language pathologists. Part of the renovation plans is that it is not ADA accessible. We have clients that not only are deaf, they're what's called Deaf Plus. They have additional disabilities. And our building is from the 1950s. So we have to renovate it and make it accessible for all of our families to come and learn sign language and also attend speech together. Here in just San Antonio, at 0.6% of children that have a detectable level of hearing loss. So it's not a disability you can see on the surface, so it often gets meshed. To create a space for them to learn the same language, it's not only to provide a resource, it's just to provide a language.
My favorite Elizabeth, Mom, imitate with me because she wants me. I love imitating with my mom. Free health tip with me when ASL.